It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, that's Cohen, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
46.
Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The give is to Elliott. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
There you go. 180. Let's go. Let's finish now. 186.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Boy, C.D. Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. And some Raiders fans watching this saying, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every Raiders fan saying he looked a lot better in silver and black. Why don't we still have him? But in Chicago, immediately comfortable, fit right into their defensive scheme. They said, go get the passer, and that's exactly what he's done. Leonard Floyd, another first-round pick coming from the other side. He has really helped Chicago get off to a great start, and they love how he disrupts teams' offenses. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now Elliott, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
We're going to 54. 180.
They get it to him running left. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The NFC North champion Chicago Bears, they take the field here again on offense. Their first division title this year since 2010. They clinched it back in Week 15 with that victory over Green Bay. Of course, Green Bay's had their number, especially in recent years. But what a season it's been for Chicago.
And when you think about their previous 4 years, 5-11, 6-10, 3-13, and 5-11 again in 2017. Now they'll have at least 1 home game in Soldier Field in January. This is a big turnaround. And I'd say go ahead and engrave the Coach of the Year award to Matt Nagy, their head coach. And it also will seal hirings going forward. Sean McVay with the Rams in 2017. Matt Nagy with the Bears in 2018. Look for those offensive guys to get the first crack at these jobs.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Play action. Now Trubisky. That escapes the sack. He'll buy some time right. Now he steps away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
18.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, gotta go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are in for 6. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, partners, the Cowboys come back out here. I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best, and that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Carry now for Elliott. Spinning past him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. A give to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Swing to the field, right, to the right. There we go.
Again, it's Elliott. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here you go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
18. Let's go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A handoff left, Elliott. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Right back to him on first down. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and he'll be out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
46. Go, get out there. 26.
He's going to get it running right, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys have broken the tie. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
18.
Trubisky to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now it's Trubisky. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One last shot for Trubisky. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. There you go. You see it? You see it?
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, 18.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here.
Red, up. Blue.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Thirteenth play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. His pass caught with the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
46.
This is Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. 3rd and long for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. And I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Trubisky will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 18.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you've got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Here we go, 46. Go, get out there, get out there. 26.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he comes back with one complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Here we go. Here you
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Prescott. And that's complete. It's the Carr-to-Cooper connection. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's coming now. Here we go. Go right in. Gun.
Prescott now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Trevathan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
We're going to 54. Why ain't? 47. Woo. Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Set up. 180.
On second down, Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Set up. 180. Red, up.
Now Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is Cohen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.